Yo, it's your man, Loomis Brinks. I'm coming to you live from the ground up. We're here in Dothan, Alabama, Lower Alabama, the Deep South. Today we'll be talking about black fashion. And it's also a special episode because this is the first episode on our platform, Listen Up. Listen Up will be a platform that gives a voice to the most known, unknown artists, creators, inspirers, influencers, the etceteras, all the motivation, all the drive that you need to go out and build yourself. So hopefully this information is valuable to you as it is to us. Let's go. Yo, it's your man Loomis Brinks, and it's time to listen up. I'm here with CJ, the creator of Demeanor. Today is all about black fashion, artists in the Deep South. We call it ALA. That's Alabama, Lower Alabama. And it's time to get it going. Let's build.
Okay. Well, starting off, I'm from Alabama, Dothan, Alabama. A lot of folks probably know it to just be the lower part of Alabama, a little south from Montgomery or whatever. But my brand is Demeanor. We'll get into that in a minute. As he said, my name is Cash. I go by CJ. Basically, I've always had fashion and still did me, from a young age. But I like touring and trips.
I got you.
Things of that nature.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man. So we're gonna get right into the spiel, man. Like I said, man, this is gonna be titled Black Fashion in the Deep South. So just to get right into it, man, what inspired you to get into fashion?
Well, it really inspired me to get into fashion, man. Growing up, I watched, some of my big homies, as you would say, uncles, cousins, they was always, kind of flashy, they
Right.
always had a certain thing about them, they like to set together, how they wardrobe tight,
Right.
And as part of looking up to people in that realm, you start to think like, hey man, I need to dress like that.
Right.
I wanna be looked at when people notice what I got on, they checking me out, and like, oh man, that's fly.
Right.
So even as a child, man, I was taught to keep that. That was part of your grooming.
Right.
You gotta have your clothes, you gotta have your hair, your hygiene right,
Right.
things of that nature. So I was like part of the real big reason for getting into fashion, and then as part of a way of expressing yourself.
Yeah.
That's a big way of expressing yourself is through fashion.
For sure.
It's not always just verbal. Sometimes it's just, what you see as far as the outward appearance.
For sure. So when you said all that, I look at fashion like almost like being like an athlete, an artist. Like I said, like in a sense, you are artists. You're expressing yourself
Right.
in a sort. So do you look at fashion like that, like in terms of like the caliber? Like I said, like an athlete, an artist in terms of like a rapper. Like, do you look at it?
Well, yeah. Fashion definitely has a space, in the influencer world. You know what I'm saying? Because if you notice, if you take your most liked or famous mentor or person that you look up to, you gotta say to yourself, you gotta say, well, hey, I like him. But you're gonna look at what he has on, or if he or she has on, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna look at what they do in their spare time. Like if you really look up to this particular person, you know what I'm saying, as an influencer, somebody that you can predominantly structure yourself after.
Right.
You're gonna look at different aspects of their lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's fashion. It's a big part of that.
Right.
It's a big part of that. it's so trendy sometimes that you can actually, and it's not good to judge a book by its cover, but you can actually, man, I'm talking about, tell some things about a person, the way they dress.
Just about what they got on.
Exactly, like if they're into skateboarding or you know, predominantly, you know, the urban culture, country, whatever, you know, demographic or space they're in, you can kind of see that. So yeah. Clothes, fashion definitely has a big influence on things.
It's up there. It's up there with the athletes,
all that. It's
the rappers.
It's in there.
I'm a fashion designer. Like,
If you notice, most of the athletes and big entertainers and stars, most of them have a clothing brand.
Right.
You might not know that that's their brand directly, but a lot of them do.
Yeah.
They're not just they're entertainers on the music world, but they
pushing the fashion.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. And so this next question, it's like it can be cliche, but I think it's always good to know like the foundation. So in saying that, so how did you conjure the idea for Dream Demeanor? How did you come up with Dream Demeanor?
Well, I came up with the actual brand name. If you go through and you know just regular general welfare, whatever, you know, you dream. One of the words that was associated with the word dream itself was ambition. Ambition. You know what I'm saying? It's thoughts, it's visions.
Yeah.
So that was one part of it. I mean, everything that we do starts from one initial thought, idea. You know, whatever was created, invented, it started with a thought. It started with an idea. So ideally, you know, that was part of my brand name. Now, demeanor is an outward behavior. You know, how somebody sees you on the outside. You want to be good on, you know, inside out.
Right.
And you know, I know the whole cliche of beauty is only, you know, skin deep and all of these things or whatever. But okay, so for the person that's got ambition and drive and motivation and good intentions and things internally, how do we express that outwardly? And so then it's what that you have Dream Demeanor. You know? So my brand, I associate that with my brand because of the simple fact that, you know, it's a lifestyle. It's like a community. It's what we're building of people that are ambitious, people that, you know, they have great ideas, but they're scared to put them in motion. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody has that type of person, that thought in their mind of who or what type of person they want to be.
Right.
You know, never mind what everybody else might think.
Right.
It's about, hey man, like
what's your dream to me?
Yeah. What type of person am I trying to become, man? Like if I want to be healthy, I want to be, you know, wealthy, I want to be a great dad, I want to be this and that, you know. So once you have all these things established within yourself, the next thing to do is to act on it. Right. Like, how am I going to put this into fruition? Like, how am I going to seek this out?
Right.
Some of that is through the brand, you know. You clean up your act, how you dress, you know, and how you move, how you talk, how you think. You got to change your mindset. As you know, one of my partners said, you know, you have to change the way of thinking. He's big on that.
Right.
So.
Okay. Like, so do you think like the space? I'm gonna just say creativity. Do you think like the space for creativity is like different, like in the South? And you know, I know people say like Florida is the South, but I think Alabama is really the deep South because for some reason, like it's like the creative market is looked at in a weird way, you know. And I'm not gonna say that that's a bad thing, a good thing. I'm not gonna label it. I'm gonna keep it in the gray zone, but I just think it being from Alabama, it like puts us in a unique like situation. Like, what do you think about just like the creators like coming specifically from Alabama, the real deep South?
Well, I think man is trying to really give the South, first of all, some recognition.
Give Alabama some recognition.
Exactly. Alabama, you know, we have a lot of good things coming from Alabama, man. you know, when you look at it and you say, oh man, New York, that's like the fashion capital or whatever.
Right.
But the thing about it, man, I mean, you got some great creators and inspiring people right here. You know,
Right.
some people that have done some real successful things. So, but I look at it as like, man, look, hey, don't think just because we in the South that we can't get fresh, man. You know what I'm saying? We got our own little swag about it.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
If you look at it, I mean, a lot of people
survive.
Yeah. Man, people they try to, you know what I'm saying, adopt that a lot of times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Low key, they look and they like, oh man, what's these country cats? You feel me?
Right.
Then they like, you see them, they start to develop some of the same mannerism and swag as country people.
Right.
We're quote unquote looked at, you know,
Right.
man, the country down south dudes, you feel me?
Right.
Or people. But, you know, to me, you know, no matter your demographic, where you at, it ain't where you're from, it's how you come. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's the golden statement, you know.
But yeah, for Alabama though, man, I think Alabama definitely needs to get more recognition for various things.
Okay.
And so through things of this nature, man, I mean, you know, the brand coming up, then you know what I'm saying, people get to look at it, they like, well, where's this cat from? You know what I'm saying? He's from Alabama. Okay, so at that point, right off, people are gonna start looking more into people from Alabama once they see you have more brand owners and designers and artists coming out of Alabama.
Right.
So it'll do it.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not knocking the efforts that you put in, you know, so that's not to knock any artist from any other demographic, any other area, you know, because I know that the work has to be put in, you know. But I just wanted to emphasize that, you know, great art, creativity also comes from Alabama, man.
Right.
That's great. That's great. And I think you touched on this question earlier. But yeah, so what does fashion mean?
Fashion is like part of the lifestyle, man. It's part of the culture. You know, you think about it, and sometimes we do things and we're not even aware that we do them, so to speak, or whatever. Potential things that you do, you know, is more like a situation where it's like, hey man, look, we got these certain particular people over here, okay, them not knowing it, you know, they got a certain type of genre of music that they listen to, they start to develop a certain type of trend or whatever. And so to me, you know, fashion, it kind of states the type of people we are. And so that's why it makes fashion important. You know, whatever type of person you are, that's the way you're gonna carry yourself. Henceforth, that's the type of clothes and fashion that you're gonna wear.
Okay.
You know, if you're not, and I'm not knocking anybody that drinks. I mean, I have, you know, from time to time. But if you're a person that heavily supports drinking or you know, whatever, you might lean more towards clothes that fashion that, you know, that has that on it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case might be. If you're a biker or a skateboarder or whatever, your fashion is gonna gear towards that. You know, as they would say. So, I mean, but it's a big part of that, man. You don't want to be mistaken or mistaken for anything, you know, but what you want to be. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so, I think that's what a big reason why fashion is important to me. You know, it helps express me. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I like to get fly.
I got you.
So, you know, that's a big thing though. But it's definitely changed over the years, man. And, you know, but it's always been an outlet for people to be able to express them.
Right.
So
that's major, man. That's major. So with all of that, with all of that, so where do you see yourself in the Dream Demeanor brand in the next 5 years?
Man, in the next 5 years, I want to say, first off, I hope to be looking back at this video 5 years from now.
Yeah.
And hey, man.
Like, hey, we tapped in.
We plugged in.
Yeah.
You know, we got together.
Yeah.
And hey, first of all, we made something major happen.
Right.
You know, I hope to be inspired thousands and hundreds of thousands, millions of people. You know, it's not so much about just the sales. I mean, the sales and everything that'll come with it, man. Because as a part of people wanting to be, you know, in the village, as we say, or in the, you know, part of this community, man, like they're gonna adopt certain things, you know, that come with it, and that's the brand. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do that inadvertently. So it is. I'm not, you know. I want the stories behind this, the videos, the fashion. I want all of that to basically influence people to the point to where 5 years from now, man, hey, let's just say you only had 5,000 entrepreneurs in Alabama at that particular time. 5 years from now, hey, I want it to be 100,000 entrepreneurs. Right. You know what I'm saying? Spread out in the region, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And because of this, you know what I'm saying, I want people to look and be like, hey man, you know, hey man, I checked out those videos, man. It was cool.
It was inspiring.
It inspired me, man. I definitely felt where he was coming from with that.
Sure.
And so that's the main thing behind it, man. You know, just building, man, like you say, with your brand, you know. Big shout out to your brand.
Yeah.
You know, whenever, just building, man. You know, building a legacy for your family, for yourself, you know.
And just having a real dream to be.
Right.
Having some direction for your life.
Right.
Really building on that vision that you had. Like you said, it's all starting with that initial thought.
Right.
You know, from some ambition. Yeah, man, that's a very major build up, man. And we know you're busy, man. We know you out there making it happen. We know you out there getting it done. So we're not gonna hold you, man. We definitely appreciate this opportunity. But before you go, man, we want to know if you had the opportunity to sit with somebody who, you know, whom has inspired you, influenced you, like if you could sit with anybody, like who would that person be and why?
Well, man, I'm gonna be honest. You know, it's a few people, man, that I would want to sit down with, but if I had
just like right now,
right now in the space that I'm in,
right,
what I got going on, man, I would have to say, man, it has to be T.I., man.
Okay.
And I say that because, you know, I don't know him personally,
right,
but I can say that from the things that I have followed, you know, that he has done and that he's doing,
right,
you know, being active in the community, the black community,
right,
you know what I'm saying, dude, like, tapped into a lot of different things. He's got his own clothing brand, you know what I'm saying, it's a very successful clothing brand,
right,
you know, he's an entrepreneur by big scale, like by all means, you know.
Yeah,
he's definitely on his hustle.
Yeah,
he's definitely on his grind. So, you know, he's got a lot of different things going on, man. And so to be able to just sit down with him and potentially maybe pick his brain a little bit,
big
man.
Shouts out to T.I. on the east side. Big shouts out to the A, you know.
Yeah, he could definitely, you know, shed some light, man. You know, be a mentor, give me some great advice, you know.
And he has a, cause even when I look at Dream Demeanor, I can see a familiarity to a coupe. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying in terms of like just like it, but I'm talking about the success, the similarity of success. I just think I think that's very inspiring. Yeah. So this build up here, man, was very inspiring. It was very motivating. I hope that you guys gained some value from the information that Cassius shared with us today. And I hope from this viewing that you guys attain a dream demeanor, man. And before we go, definitely give the people your social media. Where can they find you in terms of your website? And just how can they plug in with you, man? Let the people know.
Okay, well, I'm currently starting a Dream Demeanor channel. You can find me on my social platform at Instagram at dream_demeanor. I've got a page. You can find me on the page at Dream. It's all one word together, dreamdemeanor.com, www.dreamdemeanor.com. Facebook as well on the dreamdemeanor.com. So, hey man, look, it'll reach you. It'll get to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just hope that this video has inspired some people, you know, because this really ain't ever been my thing. You feel me? Like, but sure. You gotta put it out there. So, hey, hopefully
we build it, man, brick by brick, man. Oh, yeah. Y'all continue to tap in with us. Y'all continue to listen up. And y'all keep building up. Peace.